There are paradoxes in business life, and one paradox is that we talk about certain concepts but don't demonstrate them. I used to define participation, for example. Remember participative management. Participation was what the top ordered the middle to do for the bottom. Innovation is another one of those concepts that we invoke and yet don't practice. I'm asked by many companies to come and talk to them about how they can get more innovation. And their first question is, who else is doing it? Or I'm told they want more innovation, they just don't want to be the first. So I decided that I should talk about innovation in a way, at least at the beginning, that's a little more creative. If we want creativity, if we want ideas, then we have to be more engaging and more creative in the ways we talk about those ideas. But I like the word game-changing because for a number of years, I've been thinking that if we want to unlock creativity, we need to engage in more imaginative thinking. So I often ask business leaders to think about their industry or their company in terms of a game or a sport. If we're going to be game-changing, we'd better know what game we're playing. So I ask people to think about that question. What game are you playing? What's a good metaphor or image for the game your company or your industry is engaged in? One of my favorite metaphors I return to from years ago is that the game we're playing and why innovation is so critical and what the traps are as well as the possibilities. The game we're playing is like the croquet game in Alice in Wonderland. In that game, everything is alive, everything is moving around the players. Nothing is stable. So Alice goes to hit the ball, but the mallet she's using is a flamingo. And just when she's about to hit the ball, the flamingo lifts its head and looks in another direction, which I think is a perfect image for technology, for the tools we use. They are changing so rapidly that we have to have a different approach to how we lead and where we look for ideas about the future. The tools are changing so fast that they both provide an opportunity for innovators and a challenge for everybody that wants to keep up with change. And so technology and the tools are changing so quickly, it means there's a premium on knowledge in every enterprise, and that often means knowledge that's coming from unexpected places, well outside the center and often from below. And that's a tremendous change, and one we have to tap if we want more innovation in companies or in countries. Innovation can come at any age. We can have brainstorms at any age, but we do know that certain things happen to people as they advance in their careers that sometimes becomes an innovation trap. It cuts off the capacity to support the new. So I know that one of the things that people get as they advance in their careers, not just privileges and perquisites and maybe a little bit more money, but one of the things they get is that they earn the right to never talk to anybody who disagrees with them. Yes, minister. Yes, minister. Well, innovation thrives on dissent. Innovation thrives on people who say you're wrong, on people who say there's a different way, there's a better way. Conventional wisdom doesn't guide us appropriately into the future. We want to know that it's safe, that somebody else has done it first. But innovation requires the courage to have a conversation about things that are different. And in organizations or countries that respect the hierarchy of tradition, often it's more difficult for new ideas to surface in a way that makes a tremendous difference. It also thrives on new knowledge, as I said earlier, and the other thing that comes with the privilege of a career, and in established organizations, this is especially true, is that people eventually rise to a position where they never have to learn anything again. They never have to learn anything again. They have the answers. And coming with their position should be the answers. And yet in this Alice in Wonderland croquet game world, and remember we're still just talking about that moving flamingo, where our tools keep facing in other directions, who are the first people you know to use the new tools? New people, new users are often the source of knowledge and learning in this world of rapidly changing technology. But one of the innovation traps is the assumption that all good ideas come at the top, that people at the top of organizations or in countries are smart enough to figure out where the future is going, and therefore to bet on the industries or tell people in the company what to work on.